Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for the Clone Wars Season 5, Episode 15. So, last time we followed our Sith bros, Savage and Maul, sorry, words are hard, and we saw them building an army, which is exactly what Obi-Wan feared would happen, and now they ended up, or I guess in the start, they ended up teaming up with Death Watch, and their goal is to go after Mandalore. So, yeah, I'm interested to see how that all plays out, because obviously Obi-Wan holds Satine very close, and now there's going to be that assault, which he was also scared of. So, I'm just really fascinated. Like, is this attack going to be happening like right away? Are we going to be like coming back to this later? I love how they made it so ominous of being like with Obi-Wan and Anakin and Palpatine. They were like, oh, they're probably going to go into hiding for a while, and I'm like, oh, okay, this is their way of saying, audience, we're going to move on to other things and come back. And the next episode, it's like, nope, we're going to see what they're doing. And are we just going to continue on? I don't know. But yeah, let's watch this episode and see what happens, because I want to know. If you guys don't know how to watch my content, because I do timer length reactions, you need to sync your footage with my episode, there's a video in the description below that will teach you how to sync that up. So yeah, we're going to get started with this episode here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Alright. I kind of forgot I had this shirt. Alliances can stall true intentions. Ooh. I found it deep in my closet. Jeez. Damn. There's a pretty good plan. What is he thinking, though? She's like, me likey. Dat good plan. They can tell. Is that like a feeling they get from the Force, or is it just... they just get it? They get the kind of person he is. Okay. The question is, does it get interrupted, or do they succeed, and then we somehow fix it after? I don't know. Oh. Yep, infested, alright. Hmm. I wonder if they're gonna put it together what's happening. I don't know. Maybe not. Oh no! Were those twins? Those two girls looked like exactly the same. It's the gangsters. I don't know why it's so funny to hear. It's the gangsters. They said that before too. Oh no, it's gangsters. Well, maybe they've always done it close up because I talked about the animation on the lightsaber when they spun it last episode, and it just happened again. Either that or the same person worked on it both episodes, and it is different. I could be wrong. No, I'm not. I swear. Who gave him a microphone? Uh-oh. They cheer so easily for him. Wait till he does it before cheering. Man, the hearts and mind of people are so easily swayed. I hate it. And it's not just in this show. They turned so quickly, it's not even funny. That's insane. Hmm. I would hate to be shoved inside a shipping container. Ugh. Well. See, this is... If this is what they did first, and then Pre Viszla came in, I'd understand it a little more. But I mean, I guess he is now backing up his claims. Dude's got like crazy back spikes. I like how his outfit like didn't even cover them. Well, that's not good. So how do we go about... Jeez. Oh my god! Yeah, they had to stop to save her. Oh, Vizsla's fighting him. I like how it even felt. Maybe it's because I know, but it even kind of felt acted, like that fighting. Like, it felt like they were holding back, you know? It like, almost felt like I was watching just, like, two people, like, in real life do a lightsaber duel for fun. Hmm. Man. It happens so quickly, I will say. They fled. Well. Oh. They imprisoned her and then said she fled. Wow. Oh, this guy. Oh, wow. This guy. Well. Yeah, I was gonna say, when's Kenobi gonna find out about this, and is he gonna come right away? Well, they're just doing it instantly. Okay. I think if anything, this is gonna be the downfall of them. Well, shit. Why am I rooting for Maul now? Man, they are all blonde. I mean, I know every time we see Mandalore, it's a lot of blondes. But it's like, do they have any other hair colors? It's really fascinating that that can happen. Hmm. Oh no, the one dude. Oh, are they gonna... Whoa! What? He just... What was that move? He just... Oh my god! What just happened? He just exploded himself to break the glass, and then exploded through the guy, and he exploded. Hmm. Almec, though. Yep, that's who he wants. Yeah. You just helped him. How did he know? Why are you telling them? Oh, shit. Man. I love watching the Sith use the Force. Am I evil? Jeez. Oh, really? Well, that's terrifying. Oh my god! What an entrance. That's great. Whoa. The motion blur. Uh-oh. Look how like the music went with his footsteps down the stairs. It was just happening right away. Is he allowed to use the Force? I guess he has jetpacks and guns. So I suppose Force is probably allowed. Ooh. All those little tricks and gadgets and... It always impresses me how sometimes people can hold up so well against Force users. I love Vizsla's blade, though. I like the sound of it, too. I think I like the Jedi... well, sorry. I like the lightsaber sound better. But it does have... the difference of it's neat. This is a long fight. This is great. Ooh. Oh, his jetpack's cooked. Can you ditch it? Yeah, make you a little lighter. Oh, shit. Oh. I thought he was about to press a button on his glove. Ooh. They're both down weapons. Ooh, shit. I kind of don't want Viszla to die, although now that they don't have weapons, I feel like he'll live. He's gonna sit on the chair, isn't he? Oh, he took his blade. Oh, shit. Oh, no. No, goddammit, I just said I wanted him to live! Fuck me! I just said I thought he might live. Well... Oh. You're probably gonna die. Damn. The thing is, like... This is the culture you wanted back. That's wild. Okay, so we have... Are they gonna get away? That's interesting. Okay. So now we have two different Death Watch factions, too. Very fascinating. That was kinda cool. Oh my god. God damn it. And now he's a puppet to Maul. Their people are so easily swayed, I will say. I would have questions. Well, damn. Holy shit. That is it for episode 15. Pre Vizsla's dead, guys. What the hell, man? Alright. Oh, I liked his saber, too. I don't know if we're gonna see that anymore. Whatever that blade was called. I was told one time, but I can't remember now. God damn. That was a packed episode. Freaking... I loved it. The only thing was how naive their people are. Like, if that's truly how the Mandalore people are, that's crazy. Like, can you imagine? Like, would you not doubt? Like, all of a sudden, guys, like, all of a sudden there's attacks all over the place. And then suddenly, out of nowhere, Death Watch decides to show up at the perfect, convenient time to stop it all. And even before they stopped it, they showed up and they were like, hey guys, what's up? We could probably stop this for you. And then they all start cheering for him, you know? It's like, they didn't even really give much of a chance for Satine to handle the situation. It's like, they were still working on the situation. It wasn't even, like, fully, like, concluded yet or anything. And he just, like, shows up. They all start rooting for him. and then he goes and proves himself. Sure, but it's still convenient that he showed up right at this time when all of these attacks suddenly all happened at once that make him look super good, you know? And then all of a sudden Pre Viszla is dead, and some guy who was arrested for corruption is out of jail, you know, and they say that Satine, like, ran away and committed, like, several, like, what, now they're, like, accusing Satine of running away, but then suddenly she's back, and she killed Pre Viszla, you know? It's like, well, make up your mind. So which one of those was true? It's like, if I was in that crowd, I'd be like, what are these guys talking about? And now, like, some dude who was, like, arrested for corruption is now, like, appointed leader again? Like, do you not think, the man arrested for corruption is now out, the guy who was previously here got killed, and Satine mysteriously disappeared. I wonder if there's any corruption going on. Nah, the guy that was arrested for corruption, that would never happen, right? He'd never do that. Like, obviously, I feel like there has to be some people questioning it, but it's just crazy to me that the mass of people can be there chanting, right? Wild. But anyway, it was a cool fight between Pre Viszla and Maul. I hate that right before it. I was like, right before that happened, I was like, oh, well, maybe, since they don't have weapons now, maybe it won't be a fight to the death. Maybe, like, he's gonna kick him, and then I thought he was just gonna go, like, sit on the throne and be like, I win. Pre Viszla was gonna be thrown in a jail cell, too. Somehow, like, Satine and Viszla were gonna, like, work together to restore Mandalore or something like that to what it was under Satine's rule, you know, like, he was gonna help even though, like, he's reluctant to. I had this whole vision for the future in my mind. Nope, Maul just force pulls the damn, like, his own blade to him and then frickin' cuts off Pre Viszla's head. Ah! I really liked Pre Viszla, like, I obviously liked him as a bad guy in the show. I didn't think that, I never wanted him to be the one ruling Mandalore, but I like the voice actor. I like, I believe it's like Happy or whatever, from, like, Marvel shit. But anyway, I liked his blade. I liked his voice. I like the whole, like, obviously we have two separate factions now, but I don't really like that lady. She doesn't have the same charisma that Viszla has, you know? So, like, sure, we have two factions of the Death Watch now, part of them that are following the old ways and following Maul, because that is apparently part of the old Death Watch, or, well, maybe not Death Watch culture, but the old Mandalore culture, right? Was whoever's strongest is the leader, you know, and they were all trying to push to have the old ways back. And now as soon as the old ways don't suit what some of them like, now they're willing to go against their own ways. Like, they basically gave up all of their ideals just because it was against, you know, they would have had to follow a leader they didn't want to follow. Now, don't get me wrong, I appreciate that they're willing to go against their own beliefs for something that they don't truly believe in. You know, I think that's kind of okay, you know. I don't think anyone should follow anyone should follow something so strictly that it compromises their own moral compass, you know, just to try to stay true to those beliefs, if that makes sense. So does it make them hypocrites? Yes. Do I care? No, not really. You know, like, I don't blame them. I wouldn't want to follow some Sith Lord like this, you know, that just, like, came in and took control of my people, and they don't really truly care about us or the Mandalore way or the Death Watch way or any of that stuff and all that. But yeah, I mocked them a little bit during the episode and all that, but it's still, it makes sense that if you if you can't believe in that leader, don't just follow him. But it's also really funny that they spent so long fighting for this cause to get these old ways back and then immediately abandon it as soon as it's not under the leader they want. So, but yeah. Anyway. I wonder, will she show up again? Is she gonna, like, will she somehow do something sooner? Like, is she gonna be a short-term adversary? Or is she gonna be a longer term? Like, are we gonna see her again in a season or two? Or are we gonna see her, like, next episode, like, talking to Obi-Wan and telling him what happened? Or something like that, right? I don't know. So, yeah, we still haven't seen the Jedi's point of view on what's happening here. I don't even know, maybe all this stuff happened too quickly, because, like, a lot of what Maul and them were doing was in the shadows until the events that happened on Mandalore, which everything that happened on Mandalore seemed to have happened extremely quickly. So maybe it'll be next episode that the Jedi find out about what happened and see if they make a move or not, but yeah, I'm really curious to see what happens there. Anyway. Yeah, I mean, I talked about it during the reaction, but I love the fight between Savage and Vizsla, where it was like, to me, it felt very, like, it felt like two people pretending to fight. I don't know if that was just my perception clouding my judgment. Like, I know they're pretending to fight, so that made me think it looks like they're pretending to fight, or if that fight was intentionally choreographed to look that way, right? It's kind of interesting to think about. But yeah, I don't really have much more to say, to be honest. I really enjoyed the episode. It felt jam-packed with how much, like, I mean, last episode we had them assemble their forces, and then this episode we had them formulate their plan and move out. It all just happens so fast, and I mean, for pushing a story along, I truly appreciate it. The only thing, I already talked about it several times, that felt off was how quickly the audience was swayed. I can't imagine, like, someone coming in overnight and just suddenly being, like, approved of as, like, a new leader so quickly in a like, intelligent society, but it happens. Frickin' bringing Almec back is really fun too, having him just back in the story and kind of mocking Satine while they're in a jail cell, and then frickin' Satine, like, talking to two evil dudes. I mean, she knows they're evil, right? Like, I feel like she must. And then she's like, oh, you want some more of my cabinet people? Well, you don't want him. He's, like, very corrupt and evil and murders children and stuff. And they're like, ah, yes, perfect. You've done well, Satine. Thank you for helping us pick out the perfect candidate. But maybe she truly didn't understand their goals, I guess. But anyways, guys, I think that's going to be it from me. Great episode. Can't wait to see more. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hit that subscribe button if you did. Check out my Patreon if you want to see more. Links in the description below. Should be popping up on the screen. And I will see you guys in my future reactions. Bye-bye.